The Republicans are starting to slowly fall and straight up say, I'm voting Biden in November. We've wondered with people like Mitt Romney, who has made it clear, I'm not voting for Trump, but has not said, I'm voting for Biden. We've wondered, will he vote Biden privately? He votes in Utah, won't make a difference. Biden's not going to win Utah. But maybe more importantly, will Romney publicly say, for the good of the country, for the good of democracy, we as Republicans should vote for Joe Biden in this particular case? I don't know if Romney will ever say that, but we have a growing list of Republicans that are saying, I am voting for Biden. Adam Kinzinger, Republican congressman, who has been a known anti-Trump voice for a long time now is officially endorsing Democrat Joe Biden. Not because Joe Biden's conservative, and I'll get to that talking point in a moment, but because he believes it is what is better for the country, even if it's not what's best for his own party.
I'm Adam Kinzinger, and I'm a proud conservative. I always have been. As a proud conservative, I've always put democracy and our Constitution above all else. And it's because of my unwavering support for democracy that today, as a proud conservative, I'm endorsing Joe Biden for re-election. My entire life has been guided by the conviction that America is a beacon of freedom, liberty, and democracy. So while I certainly don't agree with President Biden on everything, and I never thought I'd be endorsing a Democrat for president, I know that he will always protect the very thing that makes America the best country in the world, our democracy. Donald Trump poses a direct threat to every fundamental American value. He doesn't care about our country. He doesn't care about you. He only cares about himself, and he'll hurt anyone or anything in pursuit of power. We saw that when he tried to overturn an election that he knew he lost in 2020. He attacked the foundation of this nation, encouraging a violent mob of his supporters to march on the Capitol to prevent the peaceful transition of power. Now he's become even more dangerous. He's called for termination of the Constitution. He wants to be a dictator on day one. He actually said that. And he's continuing to stoke the flames of political violence. There's too much at stake to sit on the sidelines. So to every American of every political party and those of none, I say now is not the time to watch quietly as Donald Trump threatens the future of America. Now's the time to unite behind Joe Biden and show Donald Trump off the stage once and for all.
Nearly 6 million views of that video on Adam Kinzinger's Twitter account, and many, many millions more as it has been reported on. And this is not, as some, there's always these kind of revolutionary leftists who hear this and they go, of course Kinzinger's supporting Biden, because Biden is the conservative we've been saying he is. I challenge you to find any president whose actual accomplishments have been more progressive than Joe Biden's in a single term. I don't think you could find that. I believe Adam Kinzinger. I take him at his word. It's not because Kinzinger's conservative and Biden is secretly conservative or not so secretly conservative, and that's why he's supporting him. It's because Kinzinger realizes that in order to get back to a Republican Party that actually espouses and argues for truly conservative values, which I disagree with, but which are truly conservative rather than reactionary and extreme, they need to support and preserve democracy. And Trump wouldn't do that. Here is Kinzinger in Atlanta yesterday ahead of the debate.
If you'd have told me, Adam Kinzinger of 3 years ago, that you're going to be endorsing a Democrat for president in 3 years, I probably wouldn't have believed you. I would have been like, what? This has got to be a different Adam Kinzinger. It can't be me. But I got to tell you, the stakes of this moment are way too high. As you all know, I officially endorsed President Biden today, and it's very simple why. So if I look at two things, number one, who's going to fight for people?
All right. So we don't have, now he gives his whole rest of the speech, which you already heard in his video. We don't have to go through all of it. But there is Kinzinger. And also one other interesting little note, Georgia Republican Brian Kemp admitting to Caitlin Collins on CNN, he didn't vote for Trump in the Georgia primary. An interesting exchange that got a little awkward.
Speaking of the Georgia primary, who did you vote for?
In the Georgia primary, I didn't vote for anybody. I voted, but I didn't vote for anybody. The race was already over when the primary got here.
But you didn't vote for Donald Trump?
I didn't vote for anybody.
Why not?
Because the race is over with.
Wow. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wanted to go vote. I always try to go vote and, play a part in it. But look, at that point, it didn't really matter. I've said for a long time, as you know, I'm going to support the ticket. That's what I'm doing now. And we have a lot of races on the ballot here in Georgia, not just the presidential race. You know, we got a lot of my friends and partners in the General Assembly, and I'm focused on holding our majorities and making sure we turn out the vote for the whole ticket all the way to the top.
But there were a lot of other Republicans who came out and voted in that primary and voted for Donald Trump. So I think it would be pretty interesting for them to hear, you know, why you didn't feel the need to vote for him or didn't want to.
Well, it would be, for me personally, politically, I mean, it'd be interesting if I had a vote for him, be interested if I didn't, or be interesting if I didn't vote at all. But at the bottom of the line, it doesn't really matter. I mean, he was the presumptive nominee before the primary ever got here. I mean,
all right. So Governor Kemp, while he is making it clear at the end of the day he will support the Republican ticket in Georgia, sort of getting agitated by being asked, why wouldn't you go out and actually vote for this guy? And he said, well, it didn't really matter because he was the presumptive nominee, and Kemp kind of weirdly opting not to weigh in. So less interesting to hear what Kemp is saying than Kinzinger. But this is becoming a very interesting election within the Republican Party, something we will certainly continue to cover between now and November. Let's take a very quick break. We have a lot more coming up on the program today. Glad you're here.